Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Intuitive Angling, and thanks a lot for making some time out of your day to spend with me and check the video out. And guys, today we're going to be talking about a crankbait or lure color in general that doesn't really get fished a lot, and that is a solid orange crankbait or solid orange lure like this. It's one of my favorite colors to use in the springtime of the year. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to describe the conditions that it works in, give you guys some tips and advice on how to catch them during those conditions there. Real quick guys, just the daily housekeeping tips. I just wanted to thank everybody that has been supporting the channel here by subscribing to the channel. Hitting that subscribe button is a good way to show your support. Also, everybody that's been going into my links, using my Tackle Warehouse links in the description, it's a huge way to help the channel. And Tackle Warehouse has got some great spring fishing sales. If you're interested in getting tackle and reels, everything up 25% off. They got a bunch of big sales going on. I'll put that Tackle Warehouse sale link in the description of the video if you want to check it out. So much appreciated. Okay guys, here is one of my favorite baits right here in the springtime of the year. And I'll tell you how I got onto this. Was a friend of mine, his name was Kelly Williamson. I've known, not really a friend, but I've known him through fishing here around Missouri for many years. He worked for the Weather Channel. He got killed in a tornado a few years ago, but he fished a lot of the tournaments locally around here where I was fishing. And he was telling me years ago, this has been like 20 years ago, that one of the baits that he really does good on in the springtime of the year around here is a orange crankbait, just a solid orange crankbait. And it didn't really matter what the crankbait was as long as it was orange. And what he did is he would just go down to the store and get a can of orange spray paint and spray the entire, he'd cover the lip up on the crankbait, but he'd paint the entire crankbait orange like that. And he was telling me how effective it was under certain conditions. And I started doing the same thing years ago. It's like I, painted some up, and I got some different type of finishes on orange. Basically just made me up a bunch of orange crankbaits and started fishing them like he was describing. And guys, ever since then, a solid orange crankbait has been one of my favorite colors to use in the pre-spawn time of the year. Now, I want to talk a little bit about and I've caught them on it everywhere. I've used it in tournaments all over the country and caught them on it when I got into this specific set of situations. In order for these orange crankbaits to work, guys, you have to have a real specific set of situations in order for it to work. Now, the thing that makes it work good is a solid orange crankbait that doesn't have any other color on it. It puts out this super unique glow in the water. It's like a glow that you can't duplicate with any other lure out there. There's a lot of crankbaits out there that have some orange in them, like they got some green and orange or brown and orange or whatever like that. But specifically like a solid orange crankbait, it has this glow to it when it's in the water that is super cool looking under the right water conditions here. So this is what you have to have for it to work. I mean, as far as the success I've had. First of all, you have to have the right water temperatures. You've got to have water temperatures in the 50s. If it's in the 40s, it doesn't work. If it's in the 60s, it doesn't work. They got to be in the 50s. Now, this is typical pre-spawn water temperature. Along with that, you've got to have the right water visibility. The water visibility has got to be between 2.5 and 4 foot in visibility. If it's less than 2.5 foot, I haven't caught many fish in it. If it's greater than 4 foot visibility, it doesn't really work very good either. 2.5 to 4 feet is the key, and especially if you can get water visibility around 3 feet would be ideal. So water visibility around 3 feet, water temperature in the 50s. The next thing, you've got to have the right type of weather conditions. You've got to have a cloudy day. For whatever reason, again, it's got to have something to do with the way the sunlight hits the water and reflects off the side of that orange. Cloudy day with some wind, and you've got to have some type of a prefrontal condition, like say like a steady or falling barometric pressure. It helps if you got, a little bit warmer than normal, like at least average temperatures are a little bit warmer. So if you've got one of those spring days in March where, it's average temperature, a little bit warmer, you got a front on the way, it's getting cloudy, a little bit of wind out there, you got water temperatures 55 degrees, you got 3 foot of visibility. Guys, I can promise you right now that orange crankbait is unbeatable under that situation. And it's a very small window where that thing works there. But that's another thing about bass fishing that I try to teach here on the channel, is every lure and every color and every lure category, they have specific windows that they work in. They don't work under all conditions out there. They can. It's not like you couldn't catch a fish on it in any other situation. But when you maximize the effectiveness of a certain lure color, especially, it has to fall within the parameters of the conditions I laid out. And every lure color and every lure condition profile is different with that. They're all different. This happens to be the one that I have found that works the best with the orange. And I've been able to get enough reproducible results season after season with it to really identify that pretty clear. So anyway, guys, give it a try. If you can't find a straight orange one, just go down to the store, get you a can of orange spray paint, spray the whole thing orange, and see what happens with that. I think you guys will be surprised. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later.